Hey guys, welcome back to Rolling Line and My Train Set. Now, we're looking at the bridge we made the other day. And, well, it is slightly different because the little buttresses, they were going constantly, weren't they? So I've adjusted it so there aren't so many. I think it looks better like this. Done it both sides. There's pretty much a straight piece here, and then we've got those pieces. And I think that looks better. Now behind, I said I was going to do this. We've really done it here, so I've showed you how to do it. The waterfall bit, and then simply using the smoke aiming downwards. And a couple of bits of smoke, well, 3-4 bits of smoke aiming upwards. Gives a nice effect, doesn't it? And moving back out, you can see I've taken the bridge up. I can't remember if I had it in when you were here. I've got some bits which we might use. We'll place them, we'll have a look. This was an idea for another bridge. I don't think we're going to do it, because I came across this bit. And I think this is meant for a church. So, actually, we might put that in, or we might actually use this bit, which is another bit. It's about the right width for 2 tracks, painted green, perhaps it might actually work. We'll see. Moving out some more, we actually see all the different bushes and trees. Now, this is not how they're going to be. I've simply placed them because I want to use them. And having them out would be, it is useful. So once we've got these bridges here, this bridge here done, and this bridge here rebuilt, then we'll put some scenery around this bit, and this bit will be done. This bit will be done. What else? Right, trains. Now, last episode, I mentioned that the carriage was a bit smaller, and well, as you can see, it is. So I'd got confused over that side about, the sizing of everything. So it led me to actually do some testing. And over here, some of the, I put the bigger carriages here, just for look really, so we can actually see what the difference is. These are some of the nicer trains, and the nicer locos, the UK ones, but they're too small. Well, they're too small for this. So it led to a decision which had to be made. Do we use the smaller assets, or do we use the bigger assets? So all the bigger assets are over here. So this is the standard. Well, this is a themed standard carriage or loco. DMU, whatever, which comes with the game. And so this gives you the size of what they think. What the game dev thinks the size of the unit should be, and all these units sort of are comparable. Yeah, but this side, and I have to admit, some of these are nicer looking ones, and these are the engines I'd really like to use. Are not really that size. It's a bit like having OO gauge and HO gauge, so the track size is the same, but the locos aren't. I thought about it. I thought for future proofing we're going to stick to this size. So we're only going to use locos and things which are this size. This means standard game stuff can be used with the assets as well. Now I had to make a decision now because we're about to start building things which are going to have sizes. Now I've readjusted the bridge here, so I've added another flat bit underneath, pulled the road out a bit more. Now the standard cars actually, if you look at that one compared to this one, they are actually still a little bit big for what they are, but the building itself I've left down to the same size. I've just made the door a bit bigger, and I think that's fine for a single story building. And I've just made the road a bit wider. I've checked the carriages, and this side did have a few problems getting past, so I've moved those buttress bits back a bit more, but they can get through now. Other than that, you can see I've placed some bits and bobs. Now I placed a corner in here to see where it would go. It's too far out, which means this junction we built has to be taken apart. I think what we'd do when we get to this point is put the corner in, see where we are, and then we'll make this this junction around that. Yeah, if this is here, this has got a bit more space as well. And, well, these are the bits for the roundhouse. And again, I was really spacing what it would actually look like. So you use multi ones of these go round. We use 2 end pieces either side. And obviously put tracks in. So we would just need to work out where to place everything. But this is for another day. This is not. We're not doing this today. We're going to be dealing over this side today. And I really want to get the track connected over to this point. Now, it seems really simple, just connect the track then, but I want to get the bridges properly done. I don't want to have to take the bridges back out again. So what we're going to deal with first is the bridge here and the bridge here. And then we'll go from there. So I think the first thing we're going to try is the idea for this. There, that's it, put that away. This bridge here. Now it's just an idea. Another piece just in front of me which we could use. Won't place that properly yet. We need to put this piece across to actually get our height really. You'll see where I'm going with this. Basically a little brick bridge was the idea. I thought so. Those things are way too high at the moment. And there it is. Very simple little bridge. We could take a one of those. And simply do this. We need to keep it quite low. I think we should probably put a bit of track on it to have a look. If you keep that low, probably push it back a little bit. My worry is the train coming off. I think I have to be something like that. And I've pushed the arch bit. We could try that. I have to try running something across it. I haven't. Let's go to that. Oops. Well, there, like that. And we want it just above. Now, snapping back on. Can't grab that one, unfortunately. As much as I'd like to make changes to that one. Now, if we were to grab a buttress, I can grab it, isn't it? I can grab it. I do. Alright. Just in there. That was the button I was trying to press. No. Alright, let's go here and I'll deal with you. Maybe it should be on a little bit on the outside there, don't I? I think we're going to go with that, as long as... yeah, as long as a train will go over the top of it. I think our next job is actually connecting from here to there. Now, I want to keep it as close to this hill bit as possible. Ultimately, off camera, I'm going to move these two hills back to give us some more space down here. So, it'll come across and then come across here. Our turn is the most important bit here, and then we'll probably slightly come back, so come back at an angle. It's more fun also if it's at an angle. It's going to be that one, isn't it? Now, the reason why I'm doing it from here because it's flat. Snap them back on again. So, our question. The question of the day. Will they connect? Yes, they will. And we want to take that out. Put it straight in. We'll get, really click edit around here, shouldn't I? Oh, I've just let go again. I didn't even really mean to do that. What I'm really doing here is trying to aim up there. I would really like it to come back and then round again. Alright. We have to start thinking about going up, aren't we? That is above it. I've pressed 1 on the page up to give us a slight incline. that is way too... There's 2 up on the page up here. And I do want to... This is still going upwards, I know that. I think that's too far away to actually do anything. Yeah, so essentially pressing Q, that's where we get to. Press delete, we won't add it on. Actually, I wonder if we can just... I say I wonder if we can take that out. Oh, I know what we'll do. I know what we'll do. We apply the changes, and then we just go edit track. Now we can grab it. Now, if I was to go page down once, you can see it's paged down twice, isn't it? Right, we'll do it once. Once again. There's that bit I want. That one, yeah. Okay, it does do what I want it to do. It's not straight. I don't want it to be straight. We've moved it in a lot more, so that means we can move this board back more. Right, we can have the banking going straight down. What we want to do now, pick an engine, any engine. Now I know it works up to this point. Now does it come off? Do you want to make sure it gets over to there? Stop here. You. Go up into the top. Make sure you don't get dragged. Did this cross here, it went off a few times. I had to rebuild the track. Funny, bits of track which I sort of just dragged together seem to work fine, but other bits, as long as it can make it down to the junction, and that it seems to do. What I need to do now is just clear a bit of space. Just need to go back a bit more, so we can deal with this bit of track here. Interesting that by pushing them it actually starts them up. Even more interesting, you can actually click on the carriage and move that like it's a train. Will that actually just start that steaming? No, see, when they do it to a carriage, you get to a train that stops. Are we going to use this bridge? I don't think so. No. No, I'll save, and if I don't like it, what I'm going to do, I can revert. We're going to try it now. This one I was thinking about using for here, but now we've done this bridge, and I actually quite like this bridge. I think we probably won't use this one. So originally, absolutely originally, I was thinking of it using it here, and I'll show you what I was thinking of doing. I'm pretty sure this is part of a church. So that's what I was thinking of doing. But I don't think we're doing that. Instead, you see, these are... If we resize them slightly... Just enough so you can have a wall either side. Now you can see where I was going with this. I think you can. It's also not going quite the right way as well. Quitely, that's a good name. That's a word of the day. Quitely. I'm very happy I spent a bit of time last night getting this prepared. It saves me thinking about too much today. Get on with building. What? We could pretend it's steel. Bit darker. We need to think, are we going to have some sort of metal girders or something? Actually, no. We need to find something. Right, let me have a quick look through. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, I think we're actually going to keep it pretty simple. I found this, and we can put this here. We're going to repaint it, obviously. Obviously, you know. Bridge is going downwards slightly, isn't it? Probably best. Doesn't fit quite as well as I want it to do. I'm using the rails here to try and match the top. I'm not sure if that's a great idea. But visually, if you're looking at it, then I think we're going to have to adjust it all the way through, so I might as well just put them down. Oh, you know what's going to happen now, don't you? Not going to fit properly. Ooh. So what we're going to do to fix that? Remember, let's just get the buttress parts together, and we can see how far out we are. That gives it texture, doesn't it? Right, I'm going to go do the other side. Now it's time to decide what colour we're going to do that top bit. It's brown at the moment. We could leave it as brown, but we could also change it to something else. Should we have it to the red, which matches everything else? We could try it. Oh, I think if I click on there, it's going to just redo the paint, isn't it? It does. Righto. So we click E for multi-paint. Click on that one. I didn't mean to do that, but it doesn't matter. I'll just chuck some... I did. Okay. We're going to keep it totally green then. Is that the... E discards, doesn't it? Oh, yay. At least we got the paint we want. It's to hand, isn't it? It's certainly to hand. My gut reaction now, my gut is to actually try a different shade of green. Now I've just done all that green. Why have I just done that? Why am I on here? Because I don't really want to go on. Unless you make the inner bits darker. Well. I don't think you can touch on that. No, you can't. No. It's not the same shade, is it? Or maybe it is. Maybe that's the way to go, though. Alright. I feel like even the one we had, I'm not sure, you know. All the lighting looks the same from this side. But there we go. They are our 3 bridges. Next, bit boring bit. Off you guys probably. I need to do the boarding here. Okay, so I'm looking at this tunnel. Yeah, as I said, this is the bit I'm doing right now. And I've come up with an idea. Not sure how great an idea it is, but it's an idea. I've wanted wings to be put onto the tunnel for a while. None of them have them, I don't think. And something like this. Might work. I can't think of any other way of doing it, unless we put a flat triangle in there. Alright, we'll grab another triangle. That would be that way round. Like that, maybe. Or you do it, you angle it down a bit. In order to fit, you have to sort of angle it and mess around with it. I don't want it to become too big because it's going to hit the tunnel, isn't it? Now, I've stated before, I want it to be as flat as possible, really. But that isn't what I want. And as you're hitting that bit. Okay, let's just paint it green for a second. That one. I can't really remember. It is technically in there, but raise it up so we've got. Make it larger. Make it so it's sort of fits into that. Where's the paint? There. You can kind of see where I'm going. If I can do the same this side. I won't put you guys through watching this side though. Well, I put another one in. And this one is actually proving what feels a little bit easier to do, actually. I may be wrong, but I think if I put a block on top of that, just a simple block, I'll get away with that. Okay, that was loud. If you hear it, if that came off in the mic, that's the pitch coming on. Now, ultimately, I'd like it to go, well, we could get another triangle maybe. It'd be better to leave it like that really, wouldn't it? And then have another piece top, but I bet you won't actually. Oh, it did. You did think, I didn't think you were going to do then. Net. There's, I'm at the wrong angle for starters. All these different junctions. That's the problem. I don't think it's going to matter too much this side. Ooh. Do it like that then. Move the whole camera just because you don't want to. Why? I have now, it just looks like many pieces put together. Well, I'd hope it would. Let me do that. Can I tear this up? Well, it looks like what it is. Lots of bits pretty much dumped together. Alright, I've been messing around with it. I've probably overthought it a bit. Keep this as boards and just put a bit on the top. Probably hide that with something. But yeah, I think that's probably gonna be fine, hopefully. Of course. Drain. Drain. We paint it a little bit. Right, so we'll do some more editing on that afterwards. Let's get a few of these bushes and things. Now we're going to have to resize these. Let's do that, shall we? I'm not sure what we're going to do about smoke inside the tunnel, but hey ho, it's there. I think probably bigger is better, but then just stick it into the ground. Because of course it does. You have to be very careful because this angle looks fine, but this angle not so. And maybe bushes are the better way of doing this. Very tempting to leave them a little bit larger, but ultimately I don't think they're going to look as good if you do that. Again, it's got to be made really small for this to work. Even then it might not. It gives it colour, I suppose. Now, I was thinking of placing some of those, but I'm thinking what I might do is place a couple on top. Essentially just merge them in. I'm not sure actually if I should do this or not. Not sure about this grass. Why I've used this. Probably something like that there. Maybe that grass should just simply go at the back. Oops. I'm okay with that. I'm still at it. Trying to position everything nicely. I worked out with the speed grass. It's better actually big, although it looks horrible. What it does from when you're standing here is give texture instead of the flatness which everything generally has. I think I'll try painting this grass. I suspect if I paint in the same colours, then it'll just merge in and you'll just get texture. So I think we need to put some fences and things like that around here to sort of either side of the tracks need fences and maybe around like that, so we can create some sort of field or something. The hills have turned out a lot better than I thought, actually. And I was a bit worried about how that backboard was merging, because you can see the scene, there's not much I can do about that. But if you at least put some stuff in front of it, you can hide it a bit. One thing, again, doesn't do well is textures, so adding a bit of grass in. I'm going to try painting it different colours, so when you come back you'll probably see that grass slightly different colours. See how that actually performs. But yeah, I think that is going to be it for this one. We'll continue this on the next episode, and then we'll slowly work our way to the right, because we want to do the turntable. I don't know, maybe we won't do this next episode, maybe we'll do the turntable next episode. And that bit of track there. So we'll decide. Okay, anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please press the like button. If you want to see more, please subscribe and press that ding dong bell button. You know what it does. See you next time. Bye, bye.